Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bearcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fair catch called for and made. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this,
he unleashes a long one. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And how about that? First possession, first drive, first game, first touchdown. Impressive way to start.
And so many emotions for these players, right? All the build-up, all of the expectations, all of the nerves coming into this game. And you're able to stay poised, take the football, march it down the field, and score the opening drive like that. That is impressive.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Keeps the legs moving. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because it
fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Caught behind the line. It's Reynolds. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! What a catch and run for 6.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Torres. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw the screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the returner is stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top.
And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going to the running game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Torres. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. At the 35, he's open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Across the 25, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got 47 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Direct snap. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. They needed less than a yard. Didn't hesitate. Didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the 1st down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Penn State 14, Sam Houston 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I don't think the defense was expecting run on that play. 2nd and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Sam Houston, 0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Bill.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Torres. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker.
Oh, picked off. Yep, continues to fight for yards. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Grim will make in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Torres. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
He's now up to 83 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Right back to the well. Oh, he dropped it. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target, throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
got it in the middle. It's Makuba. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Torres. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Took a shot as he threw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Torres. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
He's just Johnny on the spot. And now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes. And he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Paul.
That's it, David. Just a couple of 1st downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
After 40. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just enough time for one final play of the half. out to throw. It's Torres. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Sam Houston!
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Moving out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Bearcats will move the sticks.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Torres. Throws for the tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires left. Pulls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Bearcats want to move quickly. Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback in this position. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Going up top on first down. He's going for it all. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on.
Again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bearcats in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Bearcats are flying down the field.
Here we go.
Scanning the field, it's Torres. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
At the 18, and first down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's right on target. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Give to the fullback.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Okay, ready?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Jackrabbit!
Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Here comes the 2-point try.
Spire! Acorn! Acorn!
To the air, it's Torres. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses to 40. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Offense set on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Snap in the shotgun. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Unloads it left. It's complete. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Penn State 44, Sam Houston 13.
1st down to start the drive after the break. They'll run the option. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the...
He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
Fires on the move. Got his man. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the pummeling has started.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 17 over Arkansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
325.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a third and long from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Torres. Makes his connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab over the middle.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Firing to the right, complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Torres. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
51, Sam Houston, 19.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The give as they work on that clock. At the 45 on his way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Trying to slam in. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to throw. It's Torres. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room. that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
13. And first down for the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of innings, going downfield for the big play. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
2nd down coming up.
Dropping back, it's Torres. That pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
He'll try to do it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
First down, Penn State.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season, that's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very,